Yo, what is up guys? Jamie from Jamie's Detailing. Today we are talking about my top 5 favorite exterior detailing products, and they just happen to all be from Superior Products. Superior Products is kind of that brand that I ended up choosing to go with for my business. I really love these products, guys. A lot of them are super highly dilutable, they're affordable, and I love the brand. They're not one of these big hype brands that uses a ton of marketing and a ton of influencers to kind of pump their products. They really let the products do the talking for them. I guarantee you guys, if you haven't tried out Superior Products and you give them a try, you're probably gonna end up liking them. But today, we're gonna go over my top 5 favorite exterior detailing products, and last week we went over my top 5 interior detailing products, and we had some runners up as well. But today we're gonna do the same kind of thing with my favorite exterior detailing products, and at the end of this, I actually have a few products that aren't from Superior Products, that Superior Products really just doesn't make yet, and yeah, we'll be talking about those as well. So let's go ahead and jump into my top 5 favorite products for exterior detailing. Product number 1 from Superior Products is Muscle Magic. Now, Muscle Magic, guys, this is their APCD. Now, personally, I call degreasers or all-purpose cleaner degreasers APCDs. I don't call them APCs because I make that clear distinction between the two products. But this is a degreaser and an all-purpose cleaner, and it's extremely concentrated coming out of the bottle. This is what it looks like coming out of the bottle, and honestly, guys, this product is very similar to Super Clean, but this is actually a stronger degreaser than Super Clean, and it's higher on the pH scale. Super Clean is somewhere around 12.5 to, I believe, 13.5 on the pH scale. This is a solid 14 on the pH scale, guys. So this is about as high of a pH cleaner that you guys are gonna find in the professional detailing world, but that is a 14 on the pH scale, which is very high, so it's going to be really, really good at cleaning, you know, organic matter and degreasing and all of that kind of stuff. My favorite uses for Muscle Magic are actually engine degreasing, tires, and I also use it a lot on plastics like wheel wells, you know, big exterior plastics that are really, really dirty and grimy. I love using Muscle Magic on a lot of those type of surfaces. Now, some common dilution ratios that I use this at: 4:1 or 5:1 for engine degreasing and tires, and then I also use it all the time at around 8:1 or 10:1 for pre-soaking the vehicle before you do a contact wash. So I use it all the time for that type of stuff. Now, one thing that you guys will want to be careful with Muscle Magic is if you're cleaning tires on aluminum or polished wheels. This chemical, if you let it sit on those polished wheels or you let it dry on those polished wheels, you're definitely going to have to end up polishing them at the end, even if that is just a little bit of a hand polish, but it is corrosive. It can dull polished aluminum, polished metals. So just be one thing to be aware of with Muscle Magic. It is a caustic chemical, and yeah, very high on the pH scale. So make sure you're wearing gloves, all that good stuff. But anyways, guys, that is probably one of my favorite chemicals from Superior Products is Muscle Magic. It's a great Super Clean replacement. Costs around the same, but it's more dilutable, meaning you can stretch it further, you can get more for your money with this product. So Muscle Magic, that is my go-to APCD. Next up on our list, guys, this is one that absolutely everybody knows of when it comes to Superior Products, and that is Dark Fury. This is Dark Fury, guys. It is extremely dark. It's like a brown color, but this is a non-acid wheel cleaner. I typically use it 4:1 for wheels and tires. You can use it on wheels, tires. You can use it on paint. I typically use it more on paint, anywhere from 8:1 to 10:1. I know a lot of other detailers use this 10:1 on paint, but I do typically use it at 8:1 on paint. And this is a must-have, in my opinion, for white vehicles. I've been using this a ton on fleet vehicles, all that kind of stuff, guys, but this really gets rid of all like the mold spores, the anything that's on your vehicle that's organic matter. This is literally going to strip it off, and it does not hurt your paint. You can literally let this stuff dry on the surface of the vehicle, come back, rinse it off, and your paint will be perfectly fine. It's super safe chemical, and yeah, I use it all the time. Another awesome way to use this stuff, guys, is I use it in a foam cannon. So you can actually fill up your foam cannon, maybe 1-to-1 or 3-to-1. You kind of got to use a lot of it in a foam cannon to get the proper dilution ratio to go on the paint, but check it out in a foam cannon, because you can actually foam this onto your car, let it dwell for a minute or so, and then go ahead and rinse that off, and you're gonna see how well this does as a pre-soak or as just something that you guys can use to help get a ton of the organic matter off of your car before a contact wash. So check this stuff out, guys. If you have not used Dark Fury, you guys are sleeping. Check out Dark Fury. This is an amazing product, super cost effective, highly dilutable at 4-to-1 for wheels and tires, or 10-to-1 for paint and all of that kind of stuff. So super awesome chemical, guys. Check it out. It's on the resources page with all the dilution ratios. Product number 3, guys, is Wire Wheel Cleaner from Superior Products. Now, Wire Wheel Cleaner from Superior Products is their acid wheel cleaner. Now, a lot of people get nervous when it comes to wheel acid, and rightfully so. Acid, it sounds extremely nervous, but actually on the pH scale, guys, acid can be just as harmful to your skin and all that kind of stuff as a high pH substance. So obviously you still want to wear gloves, all that kind of stuff. But if you guys haven't tried acid, give it a try. It's nothing that you guys need to be nervous about. Obviously wear gloves when you're mixing it up and handling the product, but you don't need to be super nervous about using wheel acid. You don't want it blowing in your face in the wind or anything like that. But wheel acid has been a game changer when it comes to my detailing workflow. Not only can you guys use this on wheels to knock off a lot of the mineral-based deposits, those the brake dust, fallout, stuff like that. This does an amazing job at cleaning those mineral-based deposits that are left on your wheels. And your wheels are one of the places on your vehicle that has the most mineral-based deposits. Now, another mineral-based deposit is actually water spots. Water spots are typically caused by mineral-based substances in your water that get dry onto your vehicle, and you can actually use this at 8-to-1 to take off water spots on your vehicle. So you just simply spray this on the paint, rinse it off, and you guys will see those water spots just kind of melt right off the paint. But go ahead and let this, let it dwell 30 seconds to a minute, rinse it off, and yeah, you guys will see those water spots disappear. So this one acid wire wheel cleaner, I can use it on wheels, I can use it on tires, and I can use it for the paint as a acid wash or as a water spot remover. So super versatile, and honestly this is a must-have when it comes to my detailing workflow and just the typical vehicles that I come across for those deep cleans. Now these last two chemicals, guys, I really had a hard time deciding what to fit into my top 5 exterior detailing products, but I had to include this next one, which is Aqua Gloss. Now Aqua Gloss from Superior Products is their detail spray, or you can use it inside the vehicle. This was featured on our interior detailing video with our interior detailing chemicals, but this works amazing, and what most people know it for is actually for for tires. Now, a lot of people use this on tires, and it is an awesome water-based tire dressing, but another thing that you guys can use this on is all your exterior plastics. So this is actually going to darken the appearance of those exterior plastics and give them that nice finished look that you guys are looking for. So this works awesome. I use it out of a spray gun. I showed you guys that in our last video, but I use it out of a spray gun, both on the tires and exterior plastics. And another place that this works awesome is in the wheel wells. So sometimes when you get done with a detail, the wheel wells look a little ashy. They look a little dusty, right? They don't look finished, or they might even still look a little brown or dirty. This stuff right here, this will definitely dress up those wheel wells and get them looking how they're supposed to look. So I use this all the time. Wheel wells, tires, exterior plastics, and of course on the interior of the vehicle. So this is an awesome product. I typically dilute it somewhere around 3 to 1 if I'm spraying it, 1 to 1 if I'm using it out of like an actual spray bottle, and sometimes I'll just use it full strength if I just want to wipe it right onto the tire or right onto some exterior plastics. But typically I carry it in the vehicle at 3 to 1 so I can quickly throw it in my sprayer and get it applied to the vehicle. Now this last product on the list, guys, I had a really hard time picking, even more than number 4. Number 4, I had to include it somewhere on the list. Aqua Gloss is one of Superior Products' staple products, but this next product is actually could be interchanged with a couple other products that are going to be on our runner-up list, but I ended up choosing Cherry Foam. Now, when it comes to an actual vehicle soap, it's actually become less important in my detailing workflow, a traditional, soap, but I do want to include one because I use it all the time for pre-soaking a vehicle, and I typically will mix it with something like Muscle Magic. So I might, in my foam cannon, I might put like 2 or so ounces of Muscle Magic and 2 or so ounces of Cherry Foam. This Cherry Foam is gonna foam up really nice and allow more dwell time on the vehicle, all that kind of stuff. But the Muscle Magic is really gonna boost the Cherry Foam and get that high pH pre-soak that I'm looking for. Typically, I just use soaps these days as more of a surfactant to add to something else that I wanna foam onto a vehicle, but I still use this all the time in a bucket, works super, super good, and yeah, it's a really, really good vehicle soap. It's a basic vehicle soap. It has no wax, nothing extra in it. So I love Cherry Foam, and yeah, it's just a really good soap that's gonna help you get your job done when it comes to detailing. I really don't do the whole bucket wash thing anymore, and that is because of some of our runners-up. So let's go ahead and get into our runner-ups when it comes to exterior detailing chemicals, because I actually have quite a few of them, and we'll probably start with these soaps. So when it comes to soap from Superior Products, they actually have quite a few really good soaps. They have a wash and wax that's a blue color. I actually don't carry that one, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, especially it being a good maintenance soap. But the other soaps that I actually carry on hand are Dirt Buster. This was very, very close to being in the top 5 list. This is awesome as a bucket wash soap, but it also works really good as a foam soap. Now, Dirt Buster, I actually think is overall probably a better soap when it comes to just breaking down dirt and encapsulating the dirt and breaking it down and getting it off the vehicle, being able to rinse it off the vehicle. I think that Dirt Buster is probably a better soap whether you wanted to use it in a bucket, a foam cannon, whatever else, but it just does not foam up like a good foam soap should. So that's not what this soap is designed for. It's designed to be a bucket brush wash type soap. So it's not designed to be a foam cannon soap, but I'll typically use 2 to 4 ounces of this in a foam cannon, and maybe I'll boost it with some Muscle Magic or something like that for a pre-soak. But if I am foaming a car down, I use this all the time as a foam soap. So just like Cherry Foam, I'll use this the same way. They're pretty similar on the pH scale. They're basically both pH neutral. But yeah, really, really good soaps. And yeah, I use them all the time. I just don't use soaps like I used to with the whole bucket wash and all that for my contact wash, so I don't use these soaps as much. I'm primarily using soaps these days as a pre-soap. Moving on, this is actually my favorite soap from Superior Products. Road Warrior is actually more of a specialty soap. This is a soap and degreaser, so not only is it going to do an awesome job at, being able to rinse down or pre-soak the vehicle, but this is also a degreaser, so it's going to be awesome on more like your fleet vehicles and stuff like that when you are doing undercarriages and stuff like that, or big trucks, lifted trucks that have undercarriages that you really want to get clean, this soap works amazing on stuff like that. But it's a higher pH soap, and it works awesome for pre-soaking and stuff like that. So I love this soap, and I use it all the time as more of a touchless soap. So anyways, guys, this is an awesome soap. Check it out if you guys haven't heard of it, but you guys can use this even as a regular degreaser. They have all sorts of different dilution ratios, all the way up to like 4:1 for this product. So you can actually spray it directly out of a spray bottle or something like that. And yeah, it's an awesome cleaner and degreaser, as well as a soap that you can use in your foam cannon. Our next runner-up is a wax. I use Formula 4 spray wax. Everybody has dang near heard about Formula 4 spray wax by now. This is an industry staple when it comes to spray waxes. This is actually from the car wash world, so think big drive-through automatic car washes. This would typically spray an ounce or two of this onto your vehicle, and then it actually rinses it off. So we're doing the exact same thing with this product. We're actually just spraying it onto the surface. I actually fill it up in this old foam cannon bottle, and use it with my MTM Hydro foam cannon. And I fill it up in here about 4:1. That way when it mixes with the water coming out of the foam cannon, I'm still getting plenty of actual Formula 4 spray wax on the vehicle for it to do its job. But you can also use this out of just your typical sprayer, like your IK pump sprayer, or just your hand trigger sprayer at around 10:1 or 12:1. Anywhere around there will work, guys, and I know people that even dilute it up to 20:1 coming out of a pump sprayer. So depending on how you guys want to dilute it, see what dilution ratio works for you. I typically use it at 10:1 out of a sprayer and 4:1 in a foam cannon, and that seems to work every single time. But what you're going to do with this product, guys, is you're actually going to spray it onto your vehicle before you do your final rinse. That way, when you do your final rinse, you're actually applying wax, and you're minimizing the risk of water spotting during your wash process. So on those hot summer days and stuff like this, guys, this can be an essential product to making your detail way easier when it comes to not getting water spots and not having to re-wash, basically re-go over the car with something like a waterless wash or something like that, because you got a bunch of dried spots on the vehicle and those mineral water spots. So anyways, guys, this can really help save you guys if you're not using DI water, and if you're working on these hot summer days when you just really don't have enough time to go around and dry a complete vehicle before the sun does. So this has been crucial to my detailing workflow, but it's not in my top 5 because I don't use it on every single detail. A lot of details I'm actually more applying my own wax or my own short-term kind of protection to the vehicle. Now, Superior Products does have a bunch of waxes, and I'm not going to get into all of those today. One of my favorite waxes from them is their Carnauba Cream. That's your typical hand wax. You apply it by hand, let it sit, let it dry, then you buff it off. It's an awesome Carnauba wax, pure Carnauba. It is an awesome wax. But I'm going to mention these with Formula 4 spray wax because I use these in conjunction with the Formula 4 spray wax when I'm finishing up my drying process. You can use these spray them on the wet surface and then just go straight into drying. And that is Easy Shine from Superior Products. Easy Shine is like their gloss intensifier. It does have some wax in it, but they also have Show Car Shine, which is a gloss intensifier, but also has wax. So this is way more waxy than Easy Shine. This is way slicker than Easy Shine, but Easy Shine I actually like more. This is super glossy, and the smell from it is like you're in a grape field. It smells like the best grape smell in the entire world. I don't know what they put in here, guys, but the smell is absolutely intoxicating. It is super good smell, and I love using it probably more because of the smell than anything else, but it does leave an amazing finish on your vehicle. So Easy Shine I like better than Car Show Shine, but it's really because I like the experience of it, but it does give a very, very high gloss final look, but there's almost no protection in Easy Shine. It's a very, very minimal. It is hydrophobic, but it does not last long. Those are my waxes. I wanted to mention those just to mention them and leave them in with the runners up. But again, guys, depending on your process and stuff like that, and depending on the type of year and your area and all that kind of stuff, is gonna highly depend on which one of these you end up going with. Now, I have to mention this one as well with my waxes, because this is actually my go-to when it comes to waxing a vehicle. You can use this just like Formula 4 spray wax. If I only got one of them, I would get this one, and I know it's not Superior Products, but gosh dang, Technician's Choice Tech 582. This is my absolute favorite detail spray. You can use it 1-to-1 and use it as a rinse aid, just like Formula 4. You can use it 1-to-1 and use it while you're drying, so you can spray spray it down and then actually dry the vehicle, and you're applying protection and drying at the same time. Or once your vehicle is dry, you can use this full strength and do that last final touch up on the vehicle. So this is a super versatile product, and I would honestly recommend it more than the other spray waxes that I just showed you from Superior Products. But again, guys, Superior Products Easy Shine is my favorite smelling detail spray out there right now. I usually don't like grape smelling things, and that one, I really enjoy the smell of it. So I'm still not done yet, guys. I have a couple more products for you, and that is the waterless washes. Now, Superior Products has an amazing waterless wash, and it's actually not on the resources page yet, so this is one product that I need to add to the resources page. But Superior Products waterless wash and wax is quickly becoming my absolute favorite when it comes to like a waterless wash or a quick detail spray. And one, this thing smells like mint, so it's a really minty kind of smell. But the biggest reason that I like it, guys, is because of the slickness and the overall finish that it gives you for a waterless wash. Now, I would almost more call this a quick detail spray than a waterless wash, but it's dilutable. You can use it full strength out of the gallon if you wanted to, but I typically use this at 4-to-1 on vehicles that I'm trying to, like my personal vehicle that I want to wash down and, you know, do a quick wash on. I'm not trying to detail it. I'm just trying to wipe it down and get it, you know, in between, during halfway through the week or something. You know, it has a bunch of pollen on it or something like that. This is what I'm probably gonna go reaching for over mixing up something like McKee's or Optimum No Rinse, but let's get into those right now. Now, the last products on this list, guys, are my rinseless washes. Now, unfortunately, Superior Products actually doesn't make a true rinseless wash. They just don't have the product for whatever reason. I'm actually somewhat surprised. Now, my favorite rinseless washes have been P&S Absolute, and my OG for me is McKee's N914. I use P&S Absolute primarily more as a bucket rinseless wash or in a sprayer as a waterless wash. McKee's N914, I use this as a bucket wash, I use it as a paint prep, I use it all sorts of ways. So if you guys want to get all my different ways that I use these products, you guys can check that out on the resources page. It's on that dilution ratio little booklet that I made. It's actually right back here. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, all it is, it's a Google document page. It's free for you guys. It has all the descriptions for the different products that I use, and it has all the dilution ratios as well as some off-label use cases for some of the products. Obviously, McKee's N914 has a ton of off-label use cases. This is not an updated printout, but Rinseless wash, water softener, glass cleaner, waterless wash, clay lube, quick detailer, drying aid, paint prep, and APC replacement, interior cleaner, a pre-soak. You can use McKee's N914 in literally a million different ways, and they're all kind of listed right here. If I find out any new ways of using them, or if you guys have any ways that you guys like to use them, definitely let me know. I will get those added to this book. I kind of want this to be a good resource for detailers who are using these products, so that you guys can have something to refer to and see what other detailers, how other detailers are using these chemicals and what their dilution ratios are. So that's kind of why I put this whole booklet together. I guess that's my only little plug for this video here today, guys. I don't really make money talking about chemicals. Superior Products doesn't really sell on Amazon. That's really the only affiliate links that I have are through Amazon or links to my own website. So yeah, that's really the only way I monetize my stuff right now, guys. But, so full disclosure there, full transparency, I don't get paid from Superior Products or any of these other brands. I don't get free stuff from them. If I do in the future, I'll let you guys know. But I up to now, guys, I've always spent all my own money on all my own detailing products. The only thing I've ever gotten for free from the detailing world is my blue blower, and I got that for free from Danny's Auto Detailing on YouTube as a part of a giveaway. So that's the only time I've ever got free stuff, guys. But I've been experimenting for a long time on different products, and I have found that Superior Products overall do an amazing job at cleaning whatever they are supposed to clean. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. They're highly dilutable, and that's really why I chose them for my business. As you guys can tell, there are a few products that I use from other brands professionally for my business on my everyday, day-to-day use, and yeah, they do an amazing job. But Superior Products was kind of that brand that I landed on. They have all the basic needs that I need. They have the acid, they have a non-acid, they have the soaps, they have the dressings, they have all sorts of stuff, and they even have way more products that I've tried and buyed that I have not mentioned in these videos. Like Purple X, guys. They have literally, Purple X is a concentrated iron remover, meaning you guys can dilute their iron remover. I think this is one of their most expensive products. This is actually more expensive than their ceramic coating, but it is dilutable 1-to-1. So it still comes out cheaper than most of the other competitors' iron removers because it's dilutable 1-to-1. So even though you're kind of paying a little bit more up front for it, it's dilutable, and no other iron removers that I know of are dilutable. So anyways, guys, just another reason to go ahead and settle on Superior Products. I don't get paid from them to tell you guys anything like that. I think they're a great company. They're somewhat local to me. They're about 3.5 hours away here in Illinois, which is kind of cool. They're super easy to get from O'Reilly's. You can order directly from them if you ever needed to. The one thing, ordering directly from them, I think you are paying around $10 per item, like per gallon to be shipped, which does add up pretty quick. So I would order online through O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's has free shipping to your door, I think on orders over $50. They should fucking sponsor me, Jesus. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much all I gotta say for today's video on Superior Products. Again, just an awesome brand that I found that works for my business. And it allows me to make a small profit at the end of the day so that I can continue doing what I'm doing and continue servicing people for the long run. So anyways, guys, if you guys have not done so already yet, make sure that you guys check out our resources page. On there, you guys can get merchandise. You guys can get all the different products, chemicals, and tools that we use professionally for detailing. And you guys can get a little copy or check out my little Google document of our dilution ratio booklet. It has all the different chemicals that we use in there, all the different dilution ratios, my preferred dilution ratios, but pretty much everything is in this book for you guys to check out. It's just a free resource, something free for you guys, just to say thank you for being here, and I hope that you guys find that valuable. But anyways, that's pretty much all that I had for today's video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.